Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Leapformation. And this coaching conversation is for people, for individuals who are looking for the meaning of their lives, for the purpose of their lives, because they do not want where they are now, and they have been attending a lot of seminars and learning events, but still won't implement. They would try, they would start, but they would self-sabotage along the way. They are the reason that they are not going and getting their success. And my mission is to provide these people a community wherein they can actually see through and unleash their superpower. And in this community, and in the space that I'm going to provide, they will be learning who they are, they will know who they are, and then find their reason, find their purpose in life. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming in live from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. It's an exciting topic, actually. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. If you're watching this on a replay, put in there hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So again, welcome. Hello, hello. Join in, type in the chat box below where you are coming in from. Say hello to everyone in the chat box, and hello to all the other community learners. And tag in friends, tag your friends, and greet them. Okay, so again, welcome to our topic this afternoon, which is surface tension and why is it hard to start. So before we jump into our topic today, let me introduce a little bit about myself. So I am Coach Cherry Minas. I am a certified life coach through Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program of Master Coach A. I am affiliated with Life Coach Philippines. And the page where you are watching this live from is that one. And I am also a chemical engineer. I am a licensed chemical engineer, and I graduated at St. Louis University in Baguio City. So hello to all the Louisians in there. And I have worked as a technical engineer. That was my first job, and I shifted into sales. So in sales, I was able to meet a lot of people, and in there, I learned that even if people have achieved a lot of things in their lives, they would always go for what's next for me. What am I made for? What is the purpose of my life? uh, is there something more? Is this the only thing that I can do? So I have met people who are having the questions in their lives, and they are actually longing and dreaming, still dreaming that they would one day do something else aside from what they are doing now. So yeah, I have been in sales for laboratory equipment for almost 9 years now. So this coming July would be my ninth year. So yes, hello to all my clients. In the past, I have been catering to food manufacturing companies, these big names, and now I am catering to pharmaceutical companies. And for 3 years, I have stayed in Mindanao from 2015 to 2017. So yes, hello to all the people in Mindanao. And I have been to different government um, agencies, government organization, where they are my partners, they are my client in improving their laboratory um, state by bringing them state of the art laboratory equipment. So there, and also I have been to private. I catered to private in entities. So yeah, hello to all the companies, the big companies in Mindanao. So if that company has a laboratory, surely I have been there. So yeah, and for some, I would go. I have some product that I provide for engineering department, but mostly laboratory equipment. So I talk to plant managers, I talk to chemists, I talk to chemical engineers, I talk to the owners of these companies. So hello, and I hope you are here. And if you're here, say hi in the chat box below. And a lot of people are watching, but they are just keeping quiet. So hello to everyone who are keeping quiet. I am also a travel bug. I love to travel. So my picture here, I was in Perth in 2017. So I am a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A's MBA program or Master Builder Apprenticeship program. And we are now, I have finished the 4 months program and we are now on our month one of OJT. And what does it mean to be an MBA or a Master Builder Apprentice? So we build tribes, that one. This is my tribe that I am building, and I have founded this tribe. So the name of the tribe that I am building is the Delta FX Coaching Tribe. So as a master builder apprentice, we build tribe to help you make your unstoppable dream come true. So I did not even dream that I will one day become a tribe builder, but here I am. God had had showed me the path into coming into this program, the Master Builder Apprenticeship. And why Delta? Delta in is you is a, symbolized by triangle is used in science. In chemistry, it means heat. So in an equation, when you see a delta or a triangle, that means heat is applied. And when or heat is released. And when you see this in physics, it means change or transformation. So delta, change in, things like that. So in equations, you would see delta T, delta S for delta entropy, change in entropy, so things like that. So you know now that delta means change or transformation. And the reason that I got this as a name for my tribe is because I want us to change inside the tribe, inside the community that I'm building, that you get the change and transformation that you want when you come in. And when you go out, you be the best person that you want to be. Because my idea actually of building this tribe is this. So if you watch X-Men, you know that these people were considered, were considered weird in the community where they were born, in the community where they've started living, and they are called mutants, meaning they have something in them that is peculiar to other people living in this planet. So you know that they have their own different kinds of superpowers. And I found it really cute. And like I was imagining, what if I have that superpower? And some people would ask, if you wish to have a superpower like that, which would you actually choose? And if you're actually going to look at your life, you actually have your superpower. You have a different wiring. You have something to bring into the table. But the thing is, are you using that power? Is your power unleashed? Have you unleashed your power, and are you putting them into good use? Because I believe that if you are born, you have your own superpower. You have something peculiar in you, weird people may say, that can help other people and that can help you as a person. And the thing is, with what other people are saying, the society that you've grown from, that you've come from, they tell you that you should not have that superpower, that you are weird, you are peculiar, and you are ostracized. So what you do is you hide that superpower. And why did I build the Delta FX Coaching Tribe? Because I know that there are people like me, who have superpowers, who have that something in them that is called weird by the outside world. And in this tribe, we are going to actually unleash that superpower and put them into good use. So I'm excited for you. Join in. Just type this in the search bar of Facebook, the Delta FX Coaching Tribe, and join me inside the tribe. Let's talk. Whatever your idea is, we can talk about it. So yes, come in. Hello, thank you. And yeah, before anything else, before we proceed, I would like you to be intentional in coming here and learning with me, because you don't want to be wasting your time. Sometimes you just scroll our Facebook, and we just read things that we don't know if it's helping us. But I want you to stay here and catch things that will help you become a better person. So I want you to be intentional, whatever words and or pictures that you get here that you say, oh, aha, that's something. I've learned something from that. Share it on your Facebook account, your Facebook page, your Facebook group, to bless other people, and so that you may remember what you have learned for today with the hashtag pack my bag moment. That means you are packing your bag, you're leaving because you've got what you want. And hashtag coaching think talk, so that we can easily find you in this vast digital space. And hashtag the Delta FX, of course, because this is the name of our tribe. So, as you remember, the title of our episode today is Surface Tension. Why is it hard to start? And if you have been following me, and if this is your first time, we have been using science terms, basic science terms, usually physics in the past for now, and relating it to life and life coaching. Because sometimes, and a lot of times, we went to school, a lot of us went to school, we learned these things, but how are we applying it to our life? How are we looking at it and to understand it more? Because actually, um, these things has application in our lives. It's just that these are new to our brain, these are new to us. And when we were younger, people tell us that you cannot do that, and then we stay away from these topics. We stay away from these subjects like physics, math, and all the other sciences. So stay here and learn, and let's see if you're going to be understanding it better than when you first met it in school. Okay, so what is surface tension? So there. So actually, this is a good introduction to surface tension. So have you tried diving? Maybe you went to the river or in a swimming pool. Have you tried diving? And the first time you dove, you dived. What was the feeling? And have you ever had the position that when you came in contact with the water down below, uh, you hit your back. It was your back that hit the water first, and you know the sound, pack. That's the sound, right? And you know that it hurts. It hurts, and that is because of surface tension. That's how powerful surface tension is. So if you ever have that experience of hurting your back because you landed wrongly in the water, then that is because of surface tension. That is what we're going to talk about today. So what is surface tension actually? So in definition, surface tension is that net effect of the molecules at the surface of the liquid experience an inward force towards the bulk. So the reason why there's that surface tension at the surface of the water is because the molecules of water, and mga molecules ng water are attracted inward, because these water molecules, they're attracted to each other. That's why dikit sila, dikit-dikit, right? So such a force pulls the molecules of the interface together, and as a result, contracts the surface, resulting in a surface tension. And the reason why it's not easy to get in at bakit may tension on the surface of the water is because the molecules are attracted inward. And ang tawag nga doon na doon sa contraction, doon sa taas is your surface tension. If you're going to look at that drawing here, yon. So there's an imbalance. So there's the molecule of the water. So instead na pabilog siya, cut siya. So may dun sa top wala siyang kasama sa taas. So dahil nahihila siya, nagkakaroon ng surface tension sa taas. So later on, you will be understanding it more when we show other pictures. So surface tension is the force per unit length that must be applied parallel to the surface so as to counterbalance the net inward pull. So yan yung kanyang units. And kanina yung example natin, that is why when you dive and you hit your you land on your back on the water, masakit siya because of that. But when you are inside already, there's no tension. 'Di ba? Pag nasa inside ka, nasa loob ka na ng water, when your body parts or even nakasubmerge yung shoulder down mo, walang tension. Alam mo yung walang resistance. But when you are coming in from above the water, there's tension. And that is because of the surface tension. Kasi nga, the water molecules are being attracted to each other. Kaya nagkakaroon ng tension above the surface. Kasi above the surface is air already. Hindi na yung liquid, hindi na yung water. So, wala nang mag-a-attract sa kanya. Kaya nga, dahil attracted sila to each other, clingy sila, masyadong clingy yung mga water molecules. They want to be with each other. They are clingy. Clingy to each other. So, yan. So, sabi niya dito, the cohesive forces among the liquid molecules are responsible for the phenomenon called surface tension. So, if you're going to look at this one, again, the picture here, kaya easier, wala nang tension sa baba kasi malaya na yung mga water that they are attracted to each other. Wala nang tension, wala nang contraction. Okay? So, saan natin ito makikita in application and in nature? Where do we see this surface tension? So, here are some examples. Number one, picture on our on our left upper side is the water strider. So the water strider can just stride on the surface of the water without sinking. And that is because of surface tension. And then next, the reason why the lily pods or these water lilies can actually float is also again because of surface tension. And the reason that there are droplets, the reason that rain comes in droplets is because, yun nga, ayaw ng mga water molecules na maghiwa-hiwalay. Gusto nila dikit-dikit sila. Kaya siya pabilog, kaya siya spherical kasi they are attracted inward. So, ang pull naman niya is inward. Kasi nga, outside the sphere of that water droplet is already air. There's no water. That's why they are attracted inward. Kaya nagkakaroon siya ng bilog. Nagkakaroon siya ng spherical shape. And if you are like me who likes to watch things when it's raining, that's one of the things that I'm watching. Alam mo yung mahuhulog yung droplet, tapos ayun na, mahuhulog na siya, tapos hanggang sa tumama siya sa floor at magbe-break na siya. So yon, ibang naman. So kung yung mga spherical na yun, kailangan may force for them to break. Or later, titingnan natin yung kung ano yung effect ng surfactant dun sa surface tension. So, yung isa naman is paano siya nagfo-flow at hindi yung, alam mo yun, hindi yung sabog yung water. So nagpo-flow siya kasi nga they want to be close to each other. So yon. Okay, so actually if you're looking at the surface tension of the water, it can be compared to a trampoline. So when you drop another molecule to the, let's say, milk, another fluid, let's say milk, i-drop mo siya dun sa surface ng water, makikita mo na kagaya ng trampoline, kasi nga may tension, ibabalik niya yung milk. Kung makakikita ka ng slow motion nito, ibabalik niya yung milk. Pero, saan ulit siya babagsak? Doon sa water. Doon ulit siya sa water babagsak. Hanggang sa magkaroon ng break at yung milk mo, yung liquid milk, mahahalo na doon sa buong water or dun sa water kung saan siya bumagsak. So it's like a trampoline kasi nga yung surface, may resistance nga dun sa surface dahil may tension, ibabalik niya yung liquid milk. So ganun yung din yung nangyari dito sa ano natin, dito sa trampoline. So hindi talaga siya nagbi-break. So magkakaroon muna siya ng contraction. So kung makikita mo din yung side ng trampoline, 'di ba yung trampoline, dun sa side may mga tali. Tapos nakatali siya dun sa pinakabilog na steel or metal. And then pag tumalon yung tao at bumaba yung magkakaroon ng contraction, 'di ba? Sa gitna or kung saan man tumalon yung bata, magkakaroon ng contraction. So makikita mo na yung mga strings na attached dun sa metal kung saan attached itong trampoline, mababanat sila kasi nga nagkaroon ng contraction sa gitna. And that is what happens as well sa water. So hindi basta-basta nagbe-break yung ating surface tension. So yun yung application niya. So sa akin na-amaze ako. It's amazing how this works, how nature works. And these are all creations of God. So yeah, we're talking about surface tension. So how are you going to relate surface tension to life coaching, to life? So it says here, break the ice. Life coaching is your opportunity to take your life from good to great. So let's see how us learning about surface tension is going to help us become a better person, a greater person. Okay, so why is it so hard to start? Actually, why is it so hard to start? So, kaya tayo nag-start sa surface tension kasi hanggat hindi mo break yung surface tension, nasa taas ka lang. Like a water strider, nasa taas ka lang. Pero pag ikaw yung tao na gusto mo yung depth, gusto mong, ano kayang nasa ilalim ng water na to? Magdadive ka, di ba? Papasok ka sa loob. But why is it hard for us to actually go deep and search for things that we know is ours na nakatago lang doon at hindi natin pinapansin? So number one, change is not actually hard, but change is scary. Did you get that? So we would always say, ang hirap magbago. When I was actually looking at this, tama nga naman, no? Hindi naman mahirap magbago. Pero, you are actually scared of change. Natatakot ka sa mga pwedeng mangyari if you change. Even if what you want, if the change is going to be better than where you are now. Kasing change, dun sa state ng change, maraming pwedeng mangyari. And dun ka scared. You are actually scared. Change is not hard. It's scary. And why is it so hard to start? Because we have a wrong mindset of failure. Because we have ifs and buts. We have ifs. What if I fail? What if I try this and I fail? I didn't want to fail. And if you are one of the scholars of Master Coach in her public speaking masterclass, you know that one of our billionaire, Sarah Blakely, was encouraged by her father to go fail. Like every day, go fail. Did you fail on something today? Because it means that when you don't fail, you have not done anything. So you have to do something for you to fail. And that is true. So, hindi mo pa nga sinisimulan, you haven't even started it yet. You haven't even started anything yet, but you are afraid of failing. So, how do you taste failure? How do you taste and see and experiment if you can actually surpass that failure? In like, if you can actually say, aha, failure is okay, is for you to act, for you to start. Number three, why is it so hard to start? We don't want to look silly. Nakakahiya. I have talked to a lot of people and nakakahiya eh. Nakakahiya naman. Um, People have this thinking that when they do something, that they will, that if it affects other people, nakakahiya. But actually, the other people doesn't care. It is us who has, who has a different mindset, who would always say that nakakahiya. I don't want to look silly. I don't really want to look silly. Baka pag ginawa ko to para akong tanga or something like that. We do that, right? So yeah, sorry for that word, but we don't like to look silly because we say that silly is for kids, right? So yeah, we do that, especially for a lot of people who are who have the position already in the corporate job, and if they want to jumpstart something, they wouldn't do it because they don't want to look silly in front of the people they lead, in front of these people that have been trusting them, that these people who looks up to them. They don't want to look silly. And why is it so hard to start? We are afraid of losing what uh, we've gained. You're afraid of losing what you've gained. Like that one, my example. So you've gained, let's say you're a director of a company and you want to venture in another thing. You wouldn't want to do that because what if what I will start, the business that I wanted to start, my dream will fail. I'll get bankrupt. I lose, my position, I lose my money, and I lose my golden egg. My golden goose for now, right? We think of that. We're afraid of losing these things, of losing friends even, of losing the trust of people who have been trusting us. That is the reason why we don't want to start. And we say change is hard, but it's actually not. Number five is life gets in the way. So we procrastinate, we delay. We have a lot of reasons of delaying. We say a lot of things, and then later, life gets in the way. We marry. People are. We get children, and things happen, and we haven't even started what we want. And that is why it's so hard to start. It's so hard to break that surface tension. So let's see. My invitation for you, break the surface tension of starting something great. If you would always just be outside poking, like, oh, let me try. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I can't. It's so hard to start. I'm so scared of this. I'm so scared of failure. I'm so scared of people telling me that I'm a failure. I'm so scared of people telling me that this is silly, what I'm doing is silly, and what I'm doing is crazy because I'm going to give up my corporate life, my position, the money I'm earning to something that is unknown, that I don't know what will happen in the future. So things like that. So how are you going to break the surface tension of starting something great? Put there a surfactant. Okay, if you look at this one, a while ago we have defined the surface tension. The reason why there's droplet is because of surface tension. So if you're going to drop water, then you can see that one. Let's say in a coin, you drop water, it will build a bubble, like a half bubble maybe, if I may say that's a half bubble. But yeah, because there's surface tension. But how are you going to actually break that? put a surfactant. What kinds of surfactant can you put in there? Let's say soap can be a surfactant. So if you put in there soap, then you'll see that little by little that bubble will burst. That and the water in the penny or the water in the coin will flow actually. And that's what we're going to do to break to start something great in our life. If we are so afraid to start something new, then these are my tips for you because you are here. Our topic today is supposed to be just defining surface tension and knowing why is it so hard for us to actually and acknowledging, recognizing why is it so hard for us to start something. Is this one. I'm going to give you a bonus since you're still here. I have some tips for you on how you're going to break the service tension and start something great for your life. Start something to actually pursue your dream. So here is that break that service tension. Number one is introspection. Introspection, look inside. It's always for if you notice all of my talks, I would always say this to introspect, to actually look inward, to actually look your face in the mirror, to actually ask yourself and answer honestly. Be honest with yourself. Recognize your thoughts, recognize your voice. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your wins, acknowledge what you want, acknowledge your dreams. Because sometimes we acknowledge the dreams of others, but our own we don't. Who's going to acknowledge us? Nobody. And we do that to other people and we expect them to actually acknowledge us. But you know what? The number one person who needs to acknowledge you is you. The number one person who needs to recognize you is you. Okay? So if they recognize you, it's a bonus. But you are the number one person who needs to acknowledge you, who needs to recognize you. Okay, so how to break my tips on breaking that surface tension. Number one, and some to starting something great is introspection. Get a notebook. Get a notebook and imagine after 10 years, after 20 years, that you are still doing the same thing that you are doing now. Maybe you're in the same company that you are in now, and you're just doing the same thing that you're doing now. Like, what do you feel about it? Instead of you pursuing that dream, instead of you starting something on the side and testing if it's going to work, instead of pursuing something that makes you happy, that makes you giggle, that makes you laugh, that gives you joy, you continue doing what you are doing now that you aren't really happy about it. What would you feel? Would you have regrets? Would you have ifs and maybes? What would it be? Imagine that. Like, would you want that? So, if you are one person who is attending the mental models of Master Coach A, and if you know Charlie Munger, the partner of Warren Buffett, then you know that he is the king of inversion. What do I mean by that? Inversion is he looks at things that is going to fail, that are scary, that can happen in the company, in life, and he's not going there. So he says that tell me the ways that I'm going to die. Tell me when and where I will die, and I'm not going to go there. He said that. So yeah, what we're doing here is inversion. We want you to look at yourself, and I want you to look at yourself 20 years from now, and you're still doing what you're doing. Will you be happy? Are you okay with that? Will you award yourself a medal because you're still doing what you've been doing all this time after 20 years? That you have not grown after 20 years. So that's one. So little by little, you'll see that we're breaking the service tension and we're going in. Because as you remember, inside, if you break the surface tension inside, there's no tension. It's so free. Malaya ka. So if you've been diving, you know that inside the water, you can freely swim. Okay? Next would be knowledge organization and planning. You got all the skills and the knowledge in your head, but you don't know how to use it. What you do? You organize the knowledge that you have. So whatever that you want to start, what do you need in that thing that you wanted to start? You know what? You don't have to start big. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. Like I need this and all that, and you're attending again a lot of learning events and seminars, and you have not implemented. You know what? Start small. Start small. Do some experiment and use your knowledge and experiences. You have gained a lot of experiences already. You're okay to start. You don't have to have it all before you start. Like when you're building a house, you won't say that it's perfect, that you bought all the things that you need. No. There will always be time that you need to run to the store, to the hardware, to buy something. So in analogy, it's something like that. So my question to you, what will you start? What will you start your passion project? What will you start and when? Put in there a date so that you prompt your brain that you're going to start something, that you promise to start to yourself to that you're going to start something. That's number two. Number three is ask for feedback. Show up, commit, implement, and be consistent. You can ask or get feedback only when you did something. So some people are afraid of feedback, but they haven't even started anything. So it's funny, right? But that is our mental model. So yeah, ask feedback of what you did. So what you're going to do every day is to show up, to commit to do something, to implement what you've planned and organized, and to be consistent. And then ask for feedback. What worked? What actually worked in the thing that you did, in the experiment that you did, in the testing, in that small step that you started? What actually worked? And from the feedback, which one do you need to keep? Do you want to keep? And which one do you want to discard? It is going to be your choice. Because sometimes we are disheartened by the feedback of others, but it's your choice if you're going to keep that or discard that. So number four would be uh, to become better with feedback as well. You need this one: ask for help. Accelerate your success by asking for help. You don't have to go through day one to day 365. You can ask for help. And when you ask for help, people say, and they said that success leaves clue. You get that clue. You don't need to figure it out all by yourself. It will also be a test, but you have to start to find the right help. So yes, I didn't say that the first help that you get is the best. You will always you will maybe go through some experiments and some tests on who to get as your help, as your guide, but continue to be there. Continue looking for that person who is going to help you. Continue to look for that coach who is going to help you, who is going to guide you, in your journey. So we will always say that help is available. You don't have to be alone because all the successful people, they did not do it alone. They are the people who are always recognized, but they have a team at the back end. They have a team working with them. So remember that you need to ask for help or ask for help, you know. So my question for you for number four, who should you work with? So determine that person that you need to work with. So you can see a lot of people now who is offering their service, but you have to be smart to choose who to choose. Okay, so number 5 would be join a community. Ecology is very important. Find an ecology that will provide you enrichment, encouragement, and empowerment. One thing that you can optimize to use in your journey to achieving your dream, in your journey to launching your passion project. So my question is, where can you grow best? So in a place where you are just tolerated and not celebrated, will you grow in that ecology? I will not. So I will not stay there. I will go for an ecology, for a tribe that celebrates me uh, and not just tolerate me. So there are my tips for you to break that surface tension, for you to start something to actually work on in your life. So what is your you would always start with, what do I really want to achieve? What do you really want to achieve in life? Because there are different ways in achieving that, but what do you really want to achieve in life? You don't just want to become wealthy. You don't just want to earn like millions of pesos, millions of dollars every month. That's not your end point. That's not your why. So my question for you, you would always start with why. Why am I doing this? Why do I need to go through this? Because sometimes you will be tested. You'll go through test experiment. You will go through beating in your journey. But do you have that? Do you have that strength, mental strength, emotional strength, spiritual strength to go through that and to actually come out on the other side victorious? So I leave you with this. It's time to relax from that tension, from that service tension. It's now time to actually jumpstart that dream that you have always been carrying around. It's time to jumpstart that thing that you want to start. It's time to jumpstart that thing that is close to your heart, that you know will give you joy, and that you know will give you fulfillment, that you will pursue and actually advance your mission. So yes, and there are 7 days in the week, and someday isn't one of them. I hope you don't say, someday I'll start this. Someday, one day. According to this one, walang one day and someday in the 7 days of the week, there's only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So choose from those days when you're going to start. Okay? So if you want to get ahead, you have to start now. A lot of people wants to get ahead but never start anything. So if you want to get ahead, my friend, the only way to get ahead is to start now. So start now. Tell me in the chat box below what you want to start, what you're going to start. So I'm excited for you. Yes. So because of this, I'd said that I would always look into introspection. Are you one person who do not know what to start? Or you think you know what to start, but why is it that you would always stop and say that it's not enough? What I have is still not enough. I don't even know who I am. I don't even know my strength. I don't even know what gives me joy. So if you are that person, I'm inviting you to this 6-week journey to finding who you are and putting the puzzle pieces together, because you have been looking for that puzzle piece. You have been looking for that picture that you want to make, but you don't know. I'm inviting you to this adventure to encountering yourself. You have to encounter yourself to know yourself more so that you're able to set your goals that is achievable, and you know that what you would always go for is really yours. So you need to encounter yourself, join me in this coaching workshop. There is my number 0949-732-5568. Connect with me on Facebook, and let's have a conversation. So yeah, what have you learned today? You've stayed for oh, um 45 minutes, 40 minutes. What have you got today? What have you gotten from this talk? So yeah, bring that home. So yes, let's have a conversation. Message me at my Facebook account. Um, yeah, in my Facebook page, I do post there. And join me inside the tribe that I am building, the Data FX Coaching Tribe. I'm excited to actually welcome you there. Here, that is my number, 0949-732-5568. So again, thank you for being here. I'm really thankful. And for this quarter, this is the end of my episode this quarter. This is the last one. I'll see you again next week for another start of the quarter. So third quarter of the year, 2021. So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. Do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Rizal for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. I would also like to invite you to master Coach A's co-actively co-create coach a life coach certification program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes 21-day web-based learning, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect now with Coach Rizal through 0917 586-1661. 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. We are excited to welcome you in the tribe. Once again, this is Coach Cherry Minas from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bang, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Bye bye.